Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to all of you. Semangat pagi, salam sehat, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Honorable speakers, Prof. Ova Emilia, Rectors of Universitas Gadjah Mada, Prof. Didi Ahyari, Dean of Faculty of Economics, Business and Business Universitas Gadjah Mada, Dr. Geoff Perry, the FCPA Executive Vice President and Global Chief Membership of Officer and Managing Director of Asia Pacific AACSB International, Lian Chen, Accreditation Service Manager of AACSB International, Pak Dr. PM Porwanto, Faculty Member of FEP UGM, and the Accreditation Board of LAM-EMBA, Dr. Harko Utomo, the faculty members of FEP UGM and Director of Business Development and Incubation UGM, and speakers from AACSB Accredited Business School in Indonesia, as well as representative from industry associations and all colleagues from the FEP UGM. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to share with you some of the Director General of Education, Research and Technology policy with regard to higher education development, especially on accreditations and international collaborations. Please allow me to share screen. I would also like to congratulate the Dean of the Faculty of Economics, UGM, for hosting this very important international seminar, as well as to AACSB delegates who would like to share their knowledge and best practices to our academia. First of all, I would like to underline the importance of why we have higher educations. First of all, is to prepare the human capital for the future. With the rapid development in the labor market, it is very necessary for us to prepare future-proof human capital. The disruption of the development in information technology, especially the development of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data analytics, automations, displace many of available jobs into obsolete. McKinsey, for instance, predict that within the next 10 years, 23 million jobs will be disappeared, replaced by automations. It is more than the number of graduates we produce every year for the next 10 years. So this is really a big challenge to higher education system. But the opportunities for new jobs to be created is double the number of job losses. Unfortunately, those jobs many are not yet available today. So it's very, very challenging for us to prepare graduates with skills, which nobody knows what will happen to the economy, what will happen to the industry, what will happen to the society. New skills that we never envisioned before will be highly in need in the future. Like now, for instance, it's very difficult to find AI expert, to find big data analytics, to find IoT expert, and many other competencies that we have never thought before. So we have to prepare a graduate with more adaptive, more agile, self-directed, entrepreneurial, complex problem solver, because the problem will get more and more complex, that need multidisciplinary approach. Could not be, there's no way to solve a problem only based on individual discipline. So multidisciplinary approach will be very important, and skill to do that will be very much needed. And to address this issue, we have a policy to shift our higher education system. It is basically a disruption that we bring into universities to shift from the industrial 3.0 mindset, prescriptive learning, working in silo, studying in silo, into more flexible but meaningful learning. As we know now, students from the Faculty of Economic and Business, there's no way for her to study about, for instance, machine learning, to study about Internet of Things, because it is not available in the faculty, and there's no way for those students to take courses from outside their faculty. So this prescriptive learning, which teaches everyone the same textbook, meet the same lecturers, go to the same lab, doing the same homework, wouldn't be possible to address the more challenging and more complex issues in the future workforce. So we understand, we believe that every student and every individual student have their unique talent, has their passion, has their aspirations for their own future. So it's very important for them to give them the freedom to choose multiple pathways to develop competencies. So flexible learning journey. So this flexible, meaningful learning is conducted through a policy, a simple policy. Students out of their 8th semester in undergraduate program, they can take 3 semesters out of their study program. 1 semester, 20 credit, 20 full credits, they can take courses from different faculty, from different departments, and up to 2 semester or 40 credit, they can take from experiential learning, basically learning from outside the campus. So those out of campus activities can be one of these 9 groups, one student exchange. Now student can easily transfer credit that they take from different campus. Not only between university and Indonesia, but also from abroad. Currently, we send about 15,000 students to take the student exchange nationally. From Papua go to Jakarta, from Jogja go to Aceh, from Medan goes to Bali. Those give them the opportunity to be more flexible, more adaptive to a new setting, new environment, while at the same time making more friends, more multicultural, multi-religion, multi-ethnicity in their lives. And also currently we send around 1,600 students to study abroad. 1 semester in Europe, in Australia, in America, in Asian countries, in all over the world. Currently more than 100 countries, 100 universities joining this program internationally in more than 40 countries. There's also internship. For 1 semester, student can spend full internship in banking, in industries, in government, both in Indonesia and abroad, in multinational companies. And currently 22,000 students take this opportunity to join internship program in industries in a wider sense. Teaching assistants for students that aspire to be teachers, they can spend 1 full semester in remote schools in the middle of nowhere. This is a really life-changing experience. Many find this a very life-changing experience that bring them the new perspective of their future, new perspective of the challenge in the real world. And currently, I think close to 20,000 students takes this opportunity. This assistant student can spend 1 full semester in research institutions, doing research under supervisions of professional researchers. Humanitarian activities during this pandemics, 30,000 students take these humanitarian activities to help mitigate the pandemics. Entrepreneurships, this is also very important, given the fact that not all students want to be an employer, an employee. They want to start their own business. But in the past, students that dare to start a new business before they graduate, if they want to be success in their business, most likely they will be dropped out from the university because there's no time for her to study while doing business. Now there's no longer. Students can start their new business even while they are still university student with the supervision of the professors as well as the successful startup. So they can still put this as part of their degree program. So they graduate at the same time they already have new business. Micro credentials is also very important. Many subjects are coming up there. That's the industry highly demanded, but not available yet at university, like deep learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and many new knowledge, new technology popping up and not available yet at the faculty or university. So students can take micro credentials for one full semester, intensive immersive learning, project-based learning supported by industry. And this is also a very favorite program among students. Around, I think, close to 30,000 students take this micro credentials or independent study in the just this year alone. And community empowerment, this is also very popular, like a Peace Corps. Students can take the opportunity to work with the locals in remote places to do regional development, for instance. So in short, in fostering talents and preparing future-proof graduates, we provide opportunities of learning paths for future success of the students. Basically, they take 5 semesters as core competencies for their subject, but then they can take multi-tracks for the 3 semesters to enrich what they need to accumulate as their competencies in preparing their future. So they can take the other 3 semesters full in the study program. That's okay for her to become a specialist in economic development, for instance. Or she can take industrial internship for 1 semester if she wants to become a junior manager in cosmetic industries, for instance. So she will become a professional fresh from graduations. He or she can also become a generalist by taking many of the menu from the Campus Merdeka program, or she can take major minor, economic majors with minors on international diplomacy, or double major, economics and actuaria, double degree with joint program with international partners. They can also collecting certificates, machine learning, Android programming, deep learning, whatever, which will be handy to get many offered from the industry, or collecting portfolio through a lot of experiential learning that they take to enrich their CV. So in the past 3 years, we started in 2020. So it's a big bang transformations. We start with only 7,000 students through Campus Merdeka flagship program nationally. And last year, we scaled that up into 62,000 students taking the campus course teaching, industrial internship, ISMA, the Indonesia International Student Mobility Award, and student exchange nationally. And this year, we doubled that numbers into 115,000 students to go through our flagship program. In addition to these 115,000 students and practitioners, we also have in our data around 200,000 students that takes this Campus Merdeka program through their own university initiatives. And the feedback that we take every batch, we make survey. It's conducted by independent survey agency, And the sample is not small. This is a big sample, 20% of the participants. And they all give a very high marks for relevance and satisfactions. So almost all of them satisfy with this program, and many, in fact, take not only one semester but 2 semesters. Last year they take, for instance, industrial internships, and this year they take micro credentials. Last year they take micro credentials. This year they go to Europe to join the ISMA program. So this has been a very well accepted by all students. The ratio of this 115,000 places for the Campus Merdeka, the applicants is 3-4 times the number of available place. So this indicates how enthusiastic students are with this Campus Merdeka program. This is just example of their comments. And to transform the higher educations to be more adaptive, more flexible toward the future, we give this 8 key performance indicator for all rectors to sign as their contract. One is graduate employability. This is the most important, I think, why we have higher educations. Nevertheless, it will end by having the graduates getting a good job, a decent job with decent income. So that is the first indicator, the most important indicators for any study programs, any university. And to make sure that student has that agility, has that broad view of the professional world, this is the second key performance indicator. How many percentage of students take the opportunity to join one semester out of their campus, doing internship, doing community project, research, entrepreneurship, and whatever Campus Merdeka program they have joined. And thirdly, not only we send students out of the campus, we also send professors out of campus to industries, industrial experience for professors, lecturers. At the same time, they can supervise, they can coach their students with the professional in giving them the industrial experience. And fourthly, we open up the door for professional to come to our class, to teach students, to bring project-based, case-based learning from industry into the classroom, whether that's banking, whether it's financing, whether that is in industry in general, to bring the class to be more collaborative, participative, case-based, project-based learning. And also the output of lecturers, not only publications, but something that is useful for the community, for the society, for the professional work. And we encourage our faculty to have international partners and to have international standard on their program. So this is where the international accreditations come into the equations. So this is one of the key performance indicator to encourage our study program to take international standard for their system. And at the same time, we develop independent accreditation institutions. We have the BANPT, this is the National Accreditation Board, which oversight the accreditation system in Indonesia. And in the past 2 years, we already have 6 independent accreditation body. One is the LAMPTKes, is the accreditation body for medical faculty and health fields, health-related fields. This has been fully recognized by World Federation for Medical Education as an independent accreditation body. So now LAMPTKes can accredit not only a study program in Indonesia, but also in other countries. Currently, LAMPTKes has been asked to accredit some faculty of medicine in some Asian countries as well as European countries and Oceania. And secondly, the Indonesia Accreditation Board for Engineering Education, EAP. EAP is for engineering education. This has been accepted as full Washington Accord signatory. So that means accreditation by EAP is recognized by all signatory of Washington Accord. The same as APET, the same as JAPI and other accreditation body. This also has been currently professional member of SEAL Accord. This is for information technology fields. And with EAP, also LAM Technic. This is the national version of the EAP. This is lower in terms of standard, but this as a subset for the EAP accreditation system. And with the economics and business, management and business, we already have LAM EMBA. And we do hope that LAM EMBA will be recognized fully by AACSB and to adopt the AACSB standard to make sure that our economics, management and business study programs are up to the standard of international practices, best practices. And also we have LAM SAMA, this is for the science and math, and LAM Infocom for information technology, and LAM DIC for educational institutions for teachers training. So these are the independent accreditation institutions that government encourage them to develop, and now they are on the ground to do the accreditations of our study programs. And for that, the government provide resource support. One is to support the key performance indicator. For every university that achieves the target of the key performance indicator, they get incentive based on the achievement. And matching fund, this is to accelerate the collaboration between university and its partners. Nationally and internationally, we provide 800 billion rupiah as a matching. So for every dollars the partners put into research and university, we will match that with the same dollars. So this year we spent about 500, almost 600 billion rupiah, and we can attract from industry double that figures, almost 1 trillion rupiah from industry go into university. And also competitive funding. This is a fund for transforming study programs to fit with the more flexible Campus Merdeka curriculum. And for the Campus Merdeka itself, the national platform, the government pour a lot of resources there, 2,000 billion rupiah for funding those more than 150,000 students doing internship, exchange, international exchange, and many programs. And also competitive funding for research. This is also big resources in that part. And we encourage our study programs, our university to collaborate and attracts international partners. We welcome world-class university. We already established, for instance, Monash University in Jakarta, and we invite more top world-class university to come to Indonesia as partner to our university in Indonesia. We also encourage university consortium where groups of Indonesian university make a partnership with international partners globally, and we will support that with funding. Online learning now become modalities, important modalities, so we can share courses with international partner. Joint research and publications, we also provide resource there in the form of matching fund, or sometimes even fully funded by Indonesian government. Student and staff exchange, curriculum development, sabbatical leave for professors, scholarships for undergraduate and graduate students, micro credentials. Basically, students can take courses from anywhere in the world, so long as it is good for the students. And joint research and joint research facility. This is also something that we would like to attract international partners. we can co-fund the research facility, internship in industry, and other academic activities. So those are the opportunities for collaborations. This is the first international university opening up in Indonesia, the Monash University. This is another center for Southeast Asia Center. This is in collaboration with Tsinghua University and also with MIT. And this is some of the micro-credentials. Currently, 3,000 students join this micro-credentials by Google. They learn on machine learning, full 3 months, and then they develop a capstone design project and internship in industry. So they solve industrial problem and they develop apps. So those 3,000 students develop 600 apps and they compete on those apps, and 15 selected to be funded for further development to become startup, for instance. And very interesting, the project they conduct. It's very interesting. Many on sociopreneurship, on development, on detections of natural disasters, on global warming, on forest fire, and many other interesting and innovative applications. And student community services is also something we really support. They develop local tourism, green tourism. So this is just the figure of last year. This year, double this figure. This is the internship, independent study, and this is the partners, international partners for the Indonesia International Student Mobility Award. This is last year, 73 university and 31 country. Currently, I think more than 100 university and close to 50 countries all over the world, and 600 students, 1,600 students joining these activities. This is a student exchange program. This can be interesting part for international partners to join, international students to join. This is the campus course teaching. It's also a life-changing experience for many of our students. They not only bring literacy numeracy, but also bring technology to remote places. They help the teachers in using technology. So that is my sharing of the current policy and program of the Director General of Education, Research and Technology. Basically, we currently do a very major transformation in our university to become the university that is more agile, more flexible, more adaptive, to prepare the future-proof graduates that fits with the challenge of the time. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om, Santi, 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 Om.